Today we're going to be doing a drain and fill of the CVT transmission in this 2009 Nissan Sentra. Now what you're going to need is a drain pan from this. You're going to need some type of a container to put the fluid in that you can measure on the side of what it is, or how much fluid is in there. And you're going to need a 19mm socket, as well as a small skinny flathead screwdriver. And these are your choices for basically CVT transmission fluid. You can go in with the Nissan brand, which is going to cost you an arm and leg about $100, a little bit more than that to completely fill everything up. Or you can get this Valvoline fully synthetic. You get about around 5 quarts of this stuff, and it'll probably run you just about $50, about half price. So the first thing is right here. You kind of go in right behind the air vent here, or air intake, and this stick right here, I'm going to point to it. This right here is what you're going to be pulling up on. And there's a little tab that you kind of push. I don't know if you can see that, but you can push in. When you push in, you're going to pull up. There you go, and that allows the dipstick to come up. Now this dipstick, basically when you pull it up, it's going to break the seal on it, so now you'll be able, when you drain it from underneath, you'll be able to get a nice quick drain. So we'll go ahead and go underneath the vehicle now. We're underneath the vehicle, and this is the driver's side for the vehicle, and you can see the transmission here, and this is kind of the aluminum casing here, and then this is the actual pan for the transmission. It is not the oil. So the oil side is over on the passenger side. This is on the driver's side. So got my drain pan right here. And we're going to go ahead and break this free. Okay. So with that broken free, now I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Let this drain. All right. So we're just going to let that drain. And I went ahead and drove this vehicle, so that fluid is nice and hot there. And you can see how black that is. Yeah, that is not, it's not good. So it's a good thing we're changing this out. All right, and this is not the same viscosity as most automatic transmission fluids. So you definitely want to make sure you're using the right stuff. Okay, we've got the stop dripping, so I'm going to go ahead and put that bolt back in. And then now we're going to tighten this guy back up. Just get it nice and snug. Alright, there we go. And then now we're going to just go up top, or we're going to drain this fluid out to another container to measure out how much fluid it is. I'm going to go ahead and fill this guy up now. So this is an empty reservoir basically. I probably had about just maybe a 1/16 of a quart kind of drain out. So right now we're sitting at about 4 quarts right here, so it's about 5 quarts. So I'd say 5 quarts total is what we're gonna be adding back in. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Went ahead and put a funnel in there. And top this off. Okay, after you filled it up, you're going to go ahead and put the dipstick back in. You're going to take it for a drive and make sure you shift through all the gears, go in reverse, and kind of get the vehicle settled, pull it back in, and then go ahead and you're going to top it off just a little bit, using the dipstick as a gauge to make sure you're completely full. All right, so we went ahead and drove the vehicle around for a while, and we're going to pull the dipstick out for the transmission fluid. And so I've added just a little bit in there, and you dry it all the way off, stick it back in, make sure it's seated all the way down, come back up with it. Alright, and it should be right at that mark right there. So you can see right there, not sure if you can see the glimmer, but we are all the way at perfectly full. So that's with a nice hot transmission. So we've driven it around, and so once it cools off, it should creep down just a little bit, but that is perfect. So anyways, if you guys have any questions on how to refill or drain and fill the automatic transmission fluid, go ahead and post that down below. Hit like and subscribe. Thanks.